Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Kelly. This is my vlog. I am going to have a video today that's a little bit of an update about what's going on in my life because there's a lot of things happening, some big changes, and I just want to keep you guys informed because I love you. So anyway, I have a series of videos prior to this that kind of explain what's been going on up to this point. A lot of you already know, been in a kind of rocky relationship with my boyfriend Jack. We were together and then he had to go into treatment for alcohol, and then we broke up and I went and lived out of my car for the summer, and then we got back together because living out of my car in the summer in Florida with a dog sucks, and I couldn't leave because of school. And so we kind of did like this trial thing and we were working things out a little bit, and a lot of the same bad behaviors were still going on, and the drinking had gotten better, but there was still a lot of manipulative, controlling behaviors. And so it just got to a point where our landlord, we just moved a couple weeks ago, and our landlord was about to throw us out of the house, and then Jack kind of smoothed things over with her and things were just rocky there. And I was headed out of the driveway to go run some errands for the afternoon, and something just spoke to me and was like, no, what are you doing? Turn around, go home, pack your car and leave. I mean, it was just like out of nowhere. Like, I kind of been thinking like I want to leave. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure if things are going to work out. I was hoping they would, but it didn't seem like they were. I might need to start planning an exit. And then all of a sudden it was just like, go pack your things. It's time to go. Nothing significant even really happened at that specific, like in that day or around that day specifically, but something just said go. And so I went home, I put my car in reverse, I went right back in the driveway, and I went inside and I packed my car. I put everything that I own in my car except for like a couple side tables and stuff. I had to leave those behind. I'm okay with that. But like all my clothes, like all my technology, everything that was important to me that I would have moved regardless, I fit it all in my car, and I went up to my parents' house. I did have to go to my parents' house. I was about to go out of town in 2 days anyway, because my daughter, who lives up there with my parents, is in school. She's in beauty school, and she needed me to come up and be a model for Model Week so that she could get checked off by her instructors and start working on the floor. So I was her second real person client, and this is what she did to my hair, which I super love. And while I was up there, I just had to really decide if I was going to go back to Orlando. I mean, I took everything, so I didn't have to. I'm done with school, so there's no reason for me to go back other than this relationship that I'm in, because I really have no other ties to Orlando at this point. I don't work for Disney anymore. I am done. I graduated from the community college that I was attending there, and I am transferred to University of Florida, and I'm an online student right now, so I can essentially go anywhere that I want. So I gave it a lot of thought over the last like week and a half that I've been gone. I have been gone 2 weeks tomorrow, so it just leaves me to feel like, I mean, things are getting better, but I don't really want this crap in my life anymore. I'm trying to focus on school, and I am so overwhelmed with that and just my own life in general. I'm a very busy photographer, and I'm back and forth between 2 states every month with a 19-year-old child who still really needs her mom around. So I'm a busy person, and I don't need this kind of controlling, manipulative, abusive behavior in my life anymore. And so I've just had to really kind of hone in on what was going on and why that was happening, and decide for, sure that I wasn't going back. And that's what that's what I did. That's what I have decided, that I'm not going back to Orlando. I don't necessarily have any specific place I need to be right now because I work virtually, essentially, and I'm in school online. So everything I do is remote. And so I can go home to my parents for a little bit. I can go hang out in another city for a little bit, or maybe just go to a national park, which was kind of my plan last summer when I was living in my car and waiting to finish school. I was just waiting to finish school so I could take off and go see the world. and then I took a short detour and we got back into this relationship. And then I was like, no, I need to be back on my own plan, doing my own thing. So that's what I'm going to do. So what's next? Well, right now I am in Ormond Beach, Florida. I was on my way down for a photo shoot that didn't work out. And I am so, like, it was just such a bad experience. I had a shoot scheduled for today and I felt so bad. I was trying to get down here just for this one session. I was honestly going to lose money on it because I had originally planned to be here when I scheduled it, but all of this has happened in the meantime, and now I'm up in North Carolina, and I knew I needed to get back by today for this session that was already scheduled and paid for. So I made the plans to get here and everything, and it was fine, I thought, until my camera broke last week in this accident. Like, I had everything packed in the car and I was shifting things around and looking for things, and my camera fell out and bounced across the concrete, and it's done. The lens is broken, and it's the only lens I actually have right now, and my camera body is damaged, and my camera's old, so I was like, well, I'll just have to replace it. I have a little bit of money saved up and a little bit of money coming from school and stuff, so if I need to replace my camera, I should be able to do that. But I went yesterday. I was gonna have to pick up, I was gonna do it this week, and I didn't get enough money to get the camera that I wanted, so I was like, well, I'll just rent a camera and go buy one next week when I get the rest of the money I need. But I didn't make it to the rental place in time because of traffic, and so I was racing across town trying to get there, didn't make it, and then I started to run out of gas, stopped at a gas station, but only had $100 bill. They wouldn't take the $100 bill, so I had to get back on the freeway in traffic and try and make it to the next gas station, which I didn't make it, and I broke down on the side of the road out of gas on the side of the interstate in the middle of rush hour traffic. My car wasn't even fully off of the road, and cars were just like zipping by. Anyway, there's a whole video about it. It's the one right before this one. I was in complete panic mode because I thought I was going to die for like 2.5 hours waiting for roadside service to bring me gas. Anyway, you can go watch the video if you want. I was just like a mess. I thought I was going to die. So I was on my way back here for the shoot, and obviously things just weren't going. My camera's broken. I'm running out of gas. I'm like in full on panic mode trying to get here. And then I only have a couple hours to sleep because I lost a ton of time when I was waiting for roadside service. So I try to like just take like a quick 3.5 hour nap so I can get up and make it to the session on time. And I found there's a rental place in Orlando. I was going to stop there on the way and pick up the rentals that I couldn't get in Raleigh because I didn't make it there in time. Anyway, so I stopped to take a nap, and then I set my alarm clock wrong. I put in PM instead of AM, and I slept too long, and by the time I woke up, I did not have enough time to get to the rental place and make it to this shoot at the time that I had scheduled, and that was the only time that the client had available because they're here on vacation and they had no other time they could do it. So I wasn't going to make it to the place to pick up the rental that I needed to do the session. I wasn't going to make it to the session in time, and so for like the first time in my life, like I've had to cancel at the last minute on a client, which was horrifying to me. Like I cried a little bit about it, I'll be honest with you, but it's done. I mean, the session's canceled, and I am in Florida anyway, but I didn't make it all the way to Orlando for some reason. Once it like clicked in my head that I didn't have the session to go to, I was like, well, then why am I going to Orlando? There's no reason for me to go back to Orlando right now. Don't go to Orlando. And something inside just said, get off the freeway here and stop. And so I stopped, and I'm in Ormond Beach, which is a little bit north of Daytona Beach, about an hour and a half or so from where I lived in Orlando. So I'm just going to hang out here in Ormond Beach for the day and check it out, and then kind of plan where I'm going to go from there. And I might have a little video for you around here if I find anything interesting to share with you. Otherwise, I'm going to head on out and look for some cool new places to explore, and I will keep checking in and letting you guys know where I am. and what I'm doing. And I would love to hear your suggestions about places I should go, especially if you know of a really cool, like off the beaten path or like hole in the wall type places that I should just totally check out close to where I am at the time. I'll kind of give you guys a heads up, like the region that I'm headed to, and you guys just let me know in the comments and I will try to hit those places and I will film it for you too. So I'm going to wrap this video up. That is pretty much everything I have to say for right now. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I am ready for this next chapter in my life, and just talking about it gets me feeling so much better. Like, I believe I am following my inner voice or something. Like, something is telling me, stop doing that, do this, and I am listening and I'm going to do it, and I'm really excited about it. Like, it makes me feel a little bit happier and more peaceful inside knowing that. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you later, and bye.